No beam, no beam, no beam. The streak is done.
Portland came to town after beating LA.
On a back tooth back, I thought there was no way.
The Kings couldn't stop Danny Galore. How did he drop 30? The tank is back on. Dylan Cardwell had a career high.
His first double-double, yeah, the stats don't lie. I hope we keep Malik Galore. I could give him my life.
Welcome back to the Kang Gang Pod.
Welcome back.
The Sacramento Kings
Oh, man.
have ended the streak.
The winning streak, that is.
That 4-game winning streak was so special to be a part of, but we knew it was going to come to an end at some point. And today is that day against the Portland Trailblazers. 117-110. And it's funny, when we were doing our little recap in the previous pod, we were like, oh, we need to watch out for Time Lord. We need to watch out for all the guys that ended up not playing.
Yeah, all of them had DNPs.
So all of the guys that didn't play, like Drew Holiday, like he sat tonight. No Time Lord.
No Chris Murray tonight.
Robert Williams, no Chris Murray. So a lot of the guys that were kind of up, we knew Chris Murray wasn't going to play because, he wanted to be like his brother. But the other two that we were like focused on, like, because that adds such an element to their team, we were focused on them. But it was everyone else that stepped up tonight. Shaden Sharp, Donovan Clingan. Oh, man. He had himself a night. And then, say it.
Denny. Odd. Mr. Denny. That's all I got to say. Mr. Denny.
RT's going to start calling him Denny Odd Dia. Because what he did was not right.
I said.
It was not
I said at the beginning, I said Oddvia.
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 That's what you're saying.
Oddvia, but now, Oddvia. Ottavia. Onomatopoeia.
Yeah, he's onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia Denny Onomatopoeia.
Denny Onomatopoeia, the guy, he is obviously the new free throw merchant of the 25-26 season. He dropped 38 and 8 on our head tonight. Yeah, Portland
they're good.
Has our number this year.
They're 500.
They're now 500. What are they? 22
and 22. Yeah.
Yeah, so they look good even without a lot of their really like stellar pieces on their bench. We saw some Hanson Yang tonight. We saw none of
the
him.
Yang Gang. Oh man,
the Yang Gang pod. Oh my gosh, yeah. He wasn't too impactful tonight, but it was cool to see him out there. But yeah, basically Donovan Clingan was just causing us trouble. He was hitting threes. He was scoring underneath the basket. He grabbed 17 boards.
Converted and ones.
He's a big guy, but we got to talk about
dude. He's 7'3", man.
We got to talk about this beef, man. The beef is
it's there.
The beef is like hot off the skillet right now. It's hot off the skillet between him and Maxime Reynaud. They do not like each other. This is like the Kings version of Chet versus Wemby. Maxime Reynaud and Donovan Clingan. Every single time they match up together, get the popcorn ready. And tonight, Donovan Clingan had the better stat line, and it resulted in a win. But Max didn't have himself a bad game. I think Max he does what he does. He obviously, like, we know that he's capable of way more. He, even after he made his first push shot, he threw hands in the air like, come on. Like,
yeah.
Finally.
He
was even mic'd up tonight. He wanted to have a big game. He wanted to have it, but where do we even begin? Where do we begin?
Yeah, I mean, I think we start this game because this game was very back and forth all the way through, right? This was a very, very back and forth game because going into that second quarter, we were tied. We had the lead a couple of instances, especially in that first half. So
yeah, that first half was definitely back and forth, but then as the game progressed, that's when Portland just kind of held that like subtle double-digit lead, like for a good chunk, and we just could not get back until the very end. If you were still watching at the very end, there was some hope. We had every opportunity to come back and win, but we just
wasn't our night.
Connect on the final two.
Just couldn't make our shots at the very end, and obviously that's kind of a tough pill to swallow. But I will say the Kings did shoot 11 for 31 from three, so the three attempts are going up, and I think the big catalyst for that is Zach LaVine and Malik Monk and Russell Westbrook.
Yes.
So those three guys are really helping get this shooting up a lot more, which is kind of really nice to see. I mean, obviously, everybody's trying to do their best. Sabonis was trying to hit a three. Everybody besides Cardwell attempted a three tonight as well. So, I mean, you kind of think about it in a way. They did try to just make the shots, but obviously Portland, they shot 8 for 32 from three, and they still won this game.
I know, because their paint presence was crazy tonight. They were, when you have Shaedon Sharpe like trying to dunk on you every possession. Shouts out Dylan Cardwell for impeccable verticality. I'm astonished every time he goes up, because you see every NBA center or power forward always get caught by throwing the hands down. Dylan is so good at staying vertical. He has such a big frame where he could completely contest the shot by staying completely vertical. And I don't know how that call, that challenge that they had didn't go our way, but
yeah,
you can't ask for better defense from Dylan Cardwell on dunk attempts and hard drives to the basket. He had his career high, by the way.
Yeah.
First double-double of his NBA career, and first double-digit game of his NBA career too, which is his career high. So shouts out Mr. Dylan Cardwell. This home stretch for him has been excellent, and you could see it in the celebrations, and he brings out a new one every game. So we're loving what we're seeing out of Mr. Dylan Cardwell. I think we need to talk about Mr. Malik Monk, because his emergence back into the lineup has been excellent. You're not seeing Keon Ellis due to injury, so you're seeing Malik Monk more, and I'm loving it. I'm loving every ounce of it. He's been great on this homestand as well. So I think Dylan and Monk, those are my two players of the game for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with you on Monk. I think his presence back in this rotation has been really big. It's very nice to see. They played 11 guys tonight, so that's always a really positive sign. And obviously, they all got 10 plus minutes. The only person that got less than 15 minutes was Nick Clifford, but that just comes with just being a rookie, really, and just that's where the bench is really filled up at this point, is because Sabonis, I know he's coming back from an injury. He only played 20 minutes. So
he's still putting up good numbers.
Yeah, he put up good numbers. You know, he put up solid numbers, right?
He's not finishing games right now, which is
he's not closing.
He's not. That's what I mean. Yeah, he's not closing. You saw him on the bench with like 4 minutes left, and you're like, huh. In every other situation outside of an injury, Sabonis would be out there. So, but man, I know we talked about it on the last pod, but having Sabonis out there, the offense just looks so much better.
Oh yeah,
it looks so much better,
way better.
DeMar DeRozan was a little off tonight. He was trying to get his normal shot attempts that he normally makes weren't falling tonight. I think he only had 2 points going into the third or fourth quarter.
He had 5 going into the fourth quarter, and then he had 9,
which is so unlike him. Like that is not a typical DeMar DeRozan game. And I thought he was going for a big night after what he did to Portland in the previous game. And then the first shot attempt of the game, there was a play ran for him, easy clocking in at the office, but it just did not. He didn't get going again until later in the game. But by that point, he was just kind of out of the picture. So it was a stranger game on offense, because we needed to have our scoring output from other guys, and that's where Malik Monk and Russell Westbrook stepped up a ton. But where we were struggling the most was just stopping their main guy.
Yeah, Denny's a beast, man. Yeah, I mean, it's very clear he's going to be an all-star this year.
He has to be.
Has to be. This is just a lock for an all-star spot. What he's doing, I also would probably put him in the consideration for most improved player as well.
What were his stats last year?
He averaged like 22 or something like that. Something like low 20s. Yeah, 16.9. So he's averaged 10 points per game. He has doubled his assists.
Okay, he's definitely
I think he's the front runner for most.
I didn't think he was at 20. Yeah, okay, because he's at 26 right now.
Yeah, he's at 26,
and he's one of 3 NBA players to be averaging like 25, 7, and 7.
Yeah,
which is wild.
That's the LeBron numbers right there.
It's him, Luka, and Jokic. Like insane company, and they're all international players. So. The Kings try to hop on the international bandwagon, but we were just a little.
We're a little early,
a little before our time.
Hey, Yorgos Papagiannis, we love you.
Shouts to Papagiannis.
Yes.
Yeah, stopping Denny is obviously a very difficult task because he's doing it to every team. Like he's putting up these numbers against everyone. The whole league is having trouble guarding him, stopping him. He's like leading the NBA in free throw attempts. Shouts out Alex Warmold for putting me on that stat.
Yep.
Last time we played Portland, I couldn't believe it when I heard it because I'm not locking in on Portland tape, so I didn't know about that. But time and time again now we've seen why he's averaging 26 because he gets to the line at will. He drives to the basket. He's how tall is he? 6'9",
6'8", 6'8".
Yeah, he's huge.
You got to put him on. You got to put him on the league pass now. You got to put them on your league pass.
He's fun to watch, honestly.
Portland has been on. Yeah, I mean Portland for me. This is a team that has been on the top of my league pass watch moments because the way that they play basketball, especially when they're on national TV, you just gotta just appreciate and just watch any game possible.
And
when
then
you have
Shaden's
Portland.
just a walking highlight tape. I'm glad
his shot has improved.
I'm glad he didn't
man.
get a massive poster on us like last game. But yeah, and then Donovan Clingan. So they're big three for tonight. They all did excellent.
Yeah,
3 guys in scoring 20 or more, and then even like guys like Caleb Love. Like
he's a rookie too, man.
Dude, that guy's nice. I picked him up in fantasy to help me get some 3-pointers.
Arizona legend.
Yeah, so like, dude, they got some guys on that team. I'm curious if they finally like shake things up a little bit and like add to the roster at the deadline. I really think it's time because they have so many pieces that they could let go of.
Yeah, that is true.
They still have Matisse Thybulle on their team. They have Jeremy Grant, another guy who we were talking about.
Yeah, Jeremy Grant didn't even play.
He didn't even play tonight. Like, there's guys on this team that are movable, and there's guys that should be a part of their core. And it's crazy that this same exact roster had Anthony Simons on their team too. It's like they got guys.
Dude, Tamani Kamara.
That's another
guy. Love him.
Like top tier defender.
Love him.
I mean, Portland's just. We knew it was going to be a tough matchup, but we had some hope because of that overtime. Questionable Mark Davis call that we're not going to get into. He knows. He saw the video we made. Anyways, but I thought we would, because we've been rolling, but this was the one game where it felt like we were definitely out of rhythm. It was bound to happen. It was bound for the tank to continue. The fan base has either been loving the win streak or hating it. So the people that are rooting for this 2026 draft pick are celebrating tonight.
Yeah, they're having a nice little glass of wine with this one.
They really are.
And not to say that this homestand has been fantastic. We're already above 500, so that's a massive win for the fans and for the Kings themselves. Because when you go above 500 on a massive homestand, a massive 7-game homestand before you go on the dreaded East Coast run.
Yeah, we needed this.
Yeah, you just...
So we needed to come back to life a little bit.
Yeah.
I was listening to ESPN this morning. Anthony Slater and Tim Bontemps were talking about some Warriors Kings trading at the deadline, and they were mentioning that the Kings are the hottest team in the NBA right now. That's what they kept saying. I was like... See, now people are starting to notice that we're winning. We're not going to win. Like,
I mean, I was going to ask, like, is it just the hottest team in terms of winning streak, or is it just the hottest team in terms of names that are available and like available? Yeah, availability.
Are you talking about looks? Because we're definitely the hottest in looks.
Yeah, that too. But there's 3 options, so it's like. You got the win streak.
I think they meant the win streak.
Yeah, that is true. The win streak is also there, but just in terms of just like how many players are on the block, like
cuteness and handsomeness.
Yeah, exactly.
We're definitely hottest.
Yeah, all three categories.
We could talk about this because we had an extremely nice 4-day weekend because we went to the Sacramento Kings season ticket member party. And we got RT. I want to ask you about your experience being at this event, this exclusive event, getting to meet some of the players that we watch every night.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. I mean, I've only been around a couple of players in my life. The one that I met was Buddy Hield at an airport coming back from Tennessee one time, but it was literally right after the All-Star break too.
That's a random link up right there.
Random. So But to kind of go back to it, it was really, really cool seeing like the players that you watch growing up and that you're a fan of a team for. Like, it was really cool because we saw Malik Monk and Levine right on the court.
Yeah, we saw them right away.
We decided to take the opportunity. We had to just take our photos. And
Here,
so
I got to tell the story.
Yeah, just tell the story. Tell the stories.
All right, so the game plan.
Stories. Don't forget.
Yeah,
stories. Plural.
I'll tell the whole story really quick. The game plan of the entire event was to get a photo with Russell Westbrook because obviously, for obvious reasons, he's the GOAT. A photo with me, RT, and Russ would have just been so funny. I would have framed it and put it in here. Anyways, we found out where he was, but finding out how to get there was the difficult part. So we start going down to the court, and then we see Monk and Levine just right there, and there was like no line. So basically, all the players are scattered, and you try to find who you want. You wait in line, take a photo, say what's up, and then there's a bunch of other activations. But we saw Monk and Levine, and we got distracted because we're like, oh, there's no line, let's go to them. So we went, took the photo there, and then we started messing around, shooting some free throws for a little bit because you were allowed to. So we were shooting some free throws because why not? And then we saw where Russ was, but we saw the exit. So then they said, no, you can't. We won't let you go in this way. You have to go all the way up and down the stairs, and like you have to do this whole route. So we do the whole route. We finally get to where he is. We're waiting in line. There's Westbrook fans around us, and then we get closer and closer. We're about 10 people in front of us away. We see Russell Westbrook and Maxime Reynaud, and then out of nowhere, Russ gets up and walks away, and we got no photo with Russ, and neither did all those other people waiting in line. But this is what made it totally fine. We get up to Maxime Reynaud. He recognized me right away because I did this pop-up right before the season started. He remembered me from there. And then we went in for a little handshake, and then he said, in quotes, he's like, bro, my boys from Paris have been sending me the singing videos. They're hilarious. And then me and RT were like, dude, we're just trying to make you guys laugh, and we were laughing about it and everything. And yeah, so that was a very cool moment. Back to the Malik Monk. I was wearing these Chris Webber pants that I wear to every single game. Malik was trying to buy them off of me at half court. He said to DM him so he could buy the pants. That was pretty cool. And then after that, we tried getting more lines, and then the ushers were like, no, lines are closed.
Done at 1:30.
And it was like not even an hour at that point. It wasn't even an hour. We're like, wait, I thought the event was from 12:30 to 3. Why can't we like?
Well, technically it was, but then like the players had to leave.
Yeah, but the players they didn't tell us this, but the players were only going to be there for like an hour. And then I saw my ticket rep. Shouts out Jackson. He's like, oh, there's players up top at the beer garden. So me and RT go up there, and then we got a photo with Dennis and Neek. So
that was really cool.
So that's basically what we did. It was super fun. And then we lit the beam, and then we shot some threes.
Yeah,
and that was fun. That was so fun. Just being on the court was crazy. And I was talking to Justin about this. Shooting free throws at the Golden One Center is wild because, and he made such a great point, because what we're used to is when you're shooting like in high school, like on the courts, or like at a gym, or like in college, like on an indoor court, there's no stands behind you, and you normally just see a wall, so your depth perception is like normal.
Wow.
But at the Golden One Center, what me and RT both noticed, because we
had two of the worst free throws. Two of the worst free throw attempts that you will ever see, and two men from.
They're documented, and it's hilarious because when I stood there, I'm like, this feels so close. Like, I feel like I'm so close. So I didn't want to overshoot it. And then, but when you're looking at the rim, like you see, like it's a clear backboard, and you see the stands, and I'm like, you guys have to try it if you're able to. You're gonna see what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna understand that it's so difficult. So now, when obviously NBA players have been shooting on these type of stadiums forever, so it's easy for them. But man, for the everyday hooper, for the casual fan, it is not easy.
Not easy.
Hit that free throw. But yeah, that was basically the day. It was so much fun. It was so cool knocking down a three in the Golden One Center. We both hit a three from where Malik hit the three today.
Yeah,
like same exact spot. So that was fun. So that was It was a fantastic event. So much fun. Obviously, we wish we got to rock the baby with Russ, but
we'll be back next year for sure. We'll find a way.
Hopefully, Russ is still on the team so we could get that.
I know.
Hopefully.
I know.
Hopefully. But yeah, that was so much fun. But yeah, back to this game. Let's keep going on this game because Portland, they're in what the ninth
seed. Yeah,
they're comfortable at the ninth. I might as well tell you what I was hearing on this Warriors breakdown.
Go ahead.
Podcast. They were talking about Anthony Slater, who's extremely tapped in with the Warriors, was reporting that obviously they're trying to like he's saying like the Warriors really want to move Kuminga, and then Tim Bontemps, who doesn't I don't think he reports for the Warriors. He's just ESPN.
Yeah, he's an ESPN guy.
But he was like, no, the Warriors need to wait until the offseason where they could actually turn Kuminga into a good player. Right now, they did such a poor job of handling the situation where his value is terrible. And then Slater was saying like an easy deal the Warriors could do just to get him out of the locker room would be like Kuminga to the Kings for DeRozan. And I was like, but then obviously they're saying like, we're not saying like DeRozan's such a good, like he's not a good fit for the Warriors. Like he might be like a really bad fit, but just to get him out. So like they're making it seem like his value is so low right now, where I remember when we were hearing like a potential like Sabonis to Warriors deal for Kuminga and who knows who else. I'm hoping that we could lowball the Warriors and get Kuminga for the cheapest deal possible. And then they were saying maybe like a DeMar and Keon, because obviously they're going to want, if you're taking on DeMar, they're going to want something young in return. So I don't know how I feel about all of that, but I'm just curious, RT, what do you think?
The drama.
After hearing that, it's like, it's so interesting.
The drama continues here, man. It's just such a weird thing because I've been very adamant on this podcast that I am not the biggest Kuminga fan. And it just is.
I've never been a fan of him either, by the way. I'm just like, if we could get him for cheap.
I mean, if you get him for cheap, yes. And you take like a low risk, high reward. But even if that's the case, if somehow there's been a lot of players that even when they are traded to another team, they just are worse because a lot of times like you either are better when you're on a new team or you're worse on a new team. So for me, that's kind of the gamble is, do we want to take a shot at somebody that's 23 years old that could be a good player for us, that can be a part of a rotation? Is he going to start for us right away? Maybe. But if we do get like Cameron Boozer or AG DeBansa, where does that put Kuminga on that list, right? That puts him probably the sixth man on the bench.
You move Keegan to the 2.
You could move Keegan to the 2, but
that would be, dude.
That would
the length of that team. Oh my god.
The problem with Keegan at the 2 is ball handling. So
yeah, he's not. Yeah,
you could put Kuminga at the 2, but I don't think he's really the best ball handler either. So there is a lot of lack of ball handling between Keegan and Kuminga in that sense of it. That's why for me, in terms of just the fit for the Kings, it's not really the best because if you want wings, you have to have wings that are ball handlers too. You got to have like a player that can really truly handle the rock in situations, which is why I think Zach LaVine's is good for us now because he is a ball handler. He can handle the ball in terms of scoring, but it's just Keon can. But like right now, I think if you have Keegan and Kuminga that are both not really ball handlers but are two completely different players, because Keegan is a shooter and then Kuminga is like this Aaron Gordon type player where he just drives to the basket, but they don't really handle the ball in both situations. That kind of is like the big dark gray cloud for me where I'm like, do I really want to take a chance on Kuminga and really take this opportunity to make it a little bit more difficult in terms of spacing and ball movement and just a lot of driving kicks? Because ultimately, I do think this team needs more players that can really distribute the ball or shoot. So there's a lot of holes right now. I don't think Kuminga is like the best fix for this team, and that's why I'm personally out.
I don't think it's meant to be a fix.
No, but I just don't think it just doesn't change anything.
I think it's just get younger. I think that's the point.
Well, to get younger, but like, does it change anything in terms of just how the team really is constructed? If you take age out of the equation, right? Because I personally, in my opinion, I don't think that age really does make a big factor. Obviously, you want to get younger. So that's the big point is, yes, get younger, and you want to take a chance on somebody. So
would you rather have the retirement home or the younger guys?
I mean, I would rather have younger guys, but it's not Kuminga. I rather would have some other younger guys that have higher upside and higher ceilings than Kuminga.
So for like a say like a DeMar to the Warriors deal.
Yes.
Where it's like you're getting off of the DeMar contract and that style of play, you're bringing in a young 24-year-old who is just waiting to like play for a team that actually wants him. You know what I mean? So that for that swap, I think that's like a no-brainer.
Yeah, I mean it's a no-brainer.
I just hope we don't do anything.
You just got to develop. You have to develop them correctly. That's the other side of it too. With a younger player like Kuminga, is you have to develop them in a right way, because there are glimpses where he can shoot the ball, and he had a 30-point game in the playoffs a year ago against Minnesota. So there are glimpses where he can be this really, really good player, but there's too many lows that come with it and not enough highs for me at such a young age when you have been playing in the NBA for 4 years. That is kind of scary for me, but I do think if you do get off DeRozan's contract and you do take a risk, then why not give it a shot and see? So, but will I be the biggest fan of Kuminga? Probably not, unless he develops into a really, really good player and turns into what Denny Ottavita is, onomatopoeia. But
I just don't know.
I don't know. I just can't trust it. I just don't trust Kuminga.
I think it's just like, I don't think Kings are even thinking, oh, this is gonna be like our guy. Like I don't think anyone's thinking.
No,
that. I just thinking it's like we need to get off of this roster. If there's a guy who's 24 years old who has glimpses and has potential, you might as well get off of the higher contract and bring in this one. And it's 1 year, and then if you like him, you extend him. If not,
you let him go. Yeah,
and then. Because it's like the Kings we're not trying to win next year.
No.
We're not trying to make some moves now and then it automatically like changes everything. Like it's gonna be a longer process. So,
yeah.
Because then it's like DeMar, or we're just using DeMar just because like we know he's gonna move, but like hypothetically DeMar to the Warriors for Kuminga, he's been linked to the Clippers for like Bogdan or John Collins, and those guys are obviously like in their later 20s. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like RT, I think we need to realize that we're not going to be getting anything like crazy in return. So
absolutely not.
I think Kuminga is like one of those things where it's like, oh, this guy could be a better option than the other deals that are out there.
We're just getting guys that are just there to help salary fillers. Yeah. Yep, we're just salary filling. And are they going to be on the team in the next year or so? No, because unless they have a really, really good year, like if John Collins becomes like a 22 point game scorer, then like, yeah, you might give him a contract, but like even then it's like, how can you
I think the John Collins wave is over. I think it's
done.
He had his moments in Atlanta obviously and in Utah, and then I mean he's had some good moments in LA, but it's like
he's done.
He's not as sought after as he once was. So this obviously we're about 2.5 weeks away, and I feel like we're hearing crickets right now. You're hearing rumblings, but we're not hearing anything like around the whole league. Like I think what's the holdup?
I think the NBA is letting the NFL take the driver's seat right now, because they're waiting till Super Bowl comes up and then boom.
What day is the Super Bowl on?
It's on the 8th.
The 8th.
It's on the 8th. Yeah. Dude, the games today were
so there's like a 2-week break in between.
Yeah, so next week will be the conference championships, and then there'll be a break next week.
So during that 2 weeks is NBA time to just circulate the rumor mill.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting. We need some action.
We do.
Trae Young got traded early. Who's next? I think Malik will be on the team next year.
I think so too.
I think obviously Maxime, Precious.
I think Levine will. The more I see Levine,
it seems like Levine's like.
I think he's due to stay.
He's like taking a back step. Are you noticing what I'm like? He's not like. He's like he seems like he's comfortable with like a being like the second or third option right now.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, okay, DeMar, okay, Russ, you guys be 1 and 2. I'll kind of fill in. That's what I'm seeing right now.
I noticed that too. He's averaging like under 20 points per game this year.
Yeah, like he started off so hot, and now he's just kind of like coasting right now.
Yeah,
I know he just came back. He missed 9 games, and he's back from that. But like, he doesn't seem like he wants to be that great, if that makes sense.
He just wants to be good.
Like, he just wants to contribute. It looks like he's just trying to contribute out there, not take over. When we all know he's capable of doing it, but he's just not.
No.
Do you think Russ will be on? Will Russ be on the roster after the deadline?
I still think Russ will be on the roster.
I hope so.
I want Russ on the roster.
I don't think DeMar. That's the one guy I think DeMar will get moved.
I think Sabonis will probably stay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say.
I think. I don't know though. He's definitely sought after. I know Toronto's shown interest. I know there's
Memphis could be interesting
Memphis,
too.
Brooklyn. There's teams that could want him. I'm curious if this is the best time to trade him, or if we could wait until later.
End of the year, yeah. Maybe. We'll see. I mean...
Or if Sabonis is just part of the future. Who knows? I don't know.
We'll see.
I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Sabonis right now.
Yeah, I like it too.
It's really nice to have him back.
And I think he'll start probably at the end of this homestand and then just get himself ready for the big road trip that's coming. So,
but if he needs to get traded, we understand it.
We do.
No hard feelings.
No hard feelings. You know, he contributed. He was a 2-time All NBA third team guy, 3-time rebounding champ for us. Helped us get over this playoff drought. You know, was an all-star for us. So
he did everything.
Yeah, he did everything he expected. Yeah. And we're very proud. He exceeded every expectation that we did. So, yeah, obviously I do think that if it's time for him to go, then I will be sad if Sabonis
We'll be at the
goes.
airport. We'll be at the airport, like waving, like we miss you.
It's it's like in Toy Story 3, you know. It'd just be like Andy it's like Woody saying goodbye to Andy as he goes to college, and it's like,
that's how
so long, partner.
It's gonna be like a thank you for your service, and now we hope for the best for you. Going forward.
Yeah,
because he deserves it.
He does.
He's awesome. Next game, Tuesday, Miami Heat.
Yeah,
RT's favorite NBA team before he was a Kings fan.
I mean, shout out to third grade buzzer ball.
Really got RT.
Shout out Dwayne Wade into 06. Yeah, the Miami Heat got me into basketball.
I don't think we're gonna see Davion against the Kings. He missed tonight's game. So
yeah, he's probable for tomorrow's game though. So there is a chance. We'll see.
So we get them on a back-to-back?
Maybe. Yeah, because getting on the back-to-back.
So we got Portland on a back-to-back, and now Miami on a back-to-back. Come on, you gotta
get one. And Hawkes might be back. Tyler Hero might be back around that time too. So
they're
getting healthy.
They're probably. Is this like the start of their West Coast trip right now?
I think yeah, because they play Golden State tomorrow.
Oh yeah, they're probably playing all the Western teams, and they probably want to get the boys ready. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough game. Bam Adebayo, is he healthy? So they got Bam. They obviously got Wiggins.
They beat the Thunder last game. Yeah.
How did I not hear about this? The Thunder lost again?
Yeah, the Thunder lost again. They lost yesterday. It was a good game. Bam had 30 points. Yeah, 30 and 12. And he shot 6 for 10 for 3. Yeah, Bam had a really good game against the OKC Thunder.
Wait, so they played Saturday and then they play Monday, Tuesday?
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
pretty normal.
But they are going from Golden State to Sac, so it's not like it's a pretty.
So they go Thunder, Golden State, Sac. They probably play Lakers, Clippers next.
Then they play the Trailblazers, the Jazz, the Suns, and then they're back on their road. So it's a mini road trip.
Okay.
Mini road trip.
That's still,
mini road trip.
I hope Davion plays.
I want to see Davion back. I think Davion. I would be happy if Davion's back too.
Miami's one of those teams where I just don't know what to make of them.
They're so weird.
They're. I think could we classify them as just mid? Are they just a mid team?
They've always been a play-in team for a long time.
Like, when are they gonna do something? You know, are they gonna get John Morant? RT is Ja?
That's what I've heard. I've heard some people were doing the celebrations that John Morant was doing.
They don't have a point
Bam
guard.
Adebayo
They
was
have
doing.
Davion, but they don't have like a.
But would you flip Davion though for Ja?
That's what they're saying.
That's
I saw
insane
that.
to me.
I saw that.
That's insane to
That's
me.
what I saw.
I think.
But Davion would obviously he'd thrive anywhere he goes, like he has. Like he's played great in every city. But I think with the young guys they got in Memphis with Davion,
That would be fun.
I think Davion would fit in perfect.
Davion would fit that culture.
Jalen Wells and
Jaren Jackson Jr.
and Colin
Cam
Coward.
Spencer. Yeah. Cedric Howard. Yeah.
Cedric.
Colin Coward.
I said Colin. Miss me with Colin Coward.
Oh, miss me with him. Horrible takes, by the way.
Yeah,
Awful. Awful.
What's your prediction for Miami?
I think I wouldn't be surprised if they went for Ja Morant because.
Oh, sorry, I meant against the Kings.
Oh, against us. I'm like, yeah. I feel like.
But then talk about it.
Yeah, I think the big thing with Khalil Ware too. We gotta be watching out for him because
he went off last time he played us.
Yeah, that's the guy I'm worried about because the size between him and Bam Adebayo. I think it would be interesting to see if they do a double big lineup, and I think if it's Sabonis, I wouldn't be surprised if Sabonis was in over Precious, like a lineup of
they
Russ.
did that today.
Yeah,
Sabonis and Max got
so that's prep. That's probably prep for that Tuesday game because that lineup would probably be Russ, Levine, DeRozan, Sabonis, and Max because that could be the lineup that could be there for that team basically against the Heat. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was the lineup whatsoever because I mean obviously Khalil Ware came off the bench. So yeah, they have a lineup of Pele Larson. They have Casper, who's a rookie, but I wouldn't be surprised if they put Khalil Ware to start. I know he had 16 minutes in this last game, but
why don't they give him consistent minutes? I don't understand.
I don't get it either.
Dude, what? Hey.
Unless he's coming back from an injury, I mean his minutes have gone down.
It's easy.
So something's up.
What is going
on in Miami? What is going on?
Khalil Ware is someone that he should be getting 32 minutes a night. Like what? Because I have him in fantasy, and I'm like, what?
What on earth is going on?
If I was watching Miami games, I'd probably figure it out. But I'm like, just from seeing the product. I'm like, why is he not playing that much? I don't understand.
If you're a Miami Heat fan, if you're stumbling on this channel, please comment why Khalil Ware is not getting minutes
but he'll get minutes against us.
Explain it to us like we're third or fourth graders on why he's not getting minutes. So if you can do that in the comments, that would be fantastic. Or any NBA fan, please do because that's the one thing I am concerned about because
it's personal. It's personal. For him in Sacramento.
It is personal
because we made a very, very, very big mistake.
Yeah. That would have been a great fit.
Sabonis, Khalil, Max, and Dylan?
Well, not even that. Just going back to Fox would have probably stayed if that was the deal.
Oh,
Fox would have stayed.
Sure. That would have changed everything.
Yeah.
But that's just another rabbit hole that we do not need to go on.
Yep. Anyways.
But we do love Khalil Ware, and we wish that we used number 13 on him.
I know.
I want to show off something before the pod ends.
Yes. New drip.
Do you see what is in my hand right now?
It's a Converse.
Does this look like a new shoe or an old shoe?
That looks like a super duper old shoe.
This shoe that I'm holding in my hand is called the NBA Converse All-Stars. And this shoe made its debut when the Kings first got to Sacramento.
I love that.
Do you see the old logo?
That was the giveaway right away. It was the old logo.
They were wearing these on the court. And I have proof that it shows it in the 1985-1986 media guide or I forgot what the other one was called, but they used to hand these programs out and they had photos of the guys wearing these shoes. And you may ask, how did this stumble upon the Kang Gang Pod studio? Yeah, I have some pretty crazy stuff in here, but this?
That's pretty solid, man.
Do you want to hear how this got here?
Yeah, tell me the story.
Jeff Harris.
The GOAT.
The GOAT strikes again.
Let's go, Chief.
Jeff Harris.
Jeff Harris, my guy.
This man said,
freaking love that guy.
Me and Jeff went to go play pickleball in River Park on Friday. But before we met up, he went to an estate sale.
No way.
And he told me the day before, he's like, they have King stuff. And then he got there and they had a bunch of King stuff. They had these shoes. They had these mugs that he came up big. And the price point on these shoes was a little high. And he said that he didn't want them. And he's like, do you want them? And I said, when is this ever going to make its way into circulation ever again? This shoe, RT, from the 80s, from 85. When is this shoe ever? When am I ever going to find this again? The answer is never.
Never.
So I said, you know what? I'll do it. I got the shoes, and there's no looking back. This is a part. This is a part of NBA history right here. So, Kang Gang Pod exclusive. I have something extremely rare that will always be in frame. And with that being said, I had to.
You gotta close it out.
Show it off.
You gotta close it out. And you know what?
Let's take care of business against Miami, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Good Lord. What a great weekend for sports.
Hey, shouts out Hosier.
Yeah.
Shouts out Hosier.
Shout out Drake May.
Oh.
Our only hope to avoid.
Who do you want?
Dude.
Who do you want in the Super Bowl?
I think I'm still going Rams and Patriots. I still think it's Rams and Patriots. Dude.
It's looking close.
It's close. I've been saying it. In my heart, I don't want to see the Rams or Seahawks win in Levi Stadium.
Give it to the Patriots.
Give it to the Patriots. Give it to Drake May. They give them their 7th ring. Like, I beat the I don't care if there was like any, cupcake allegations, like cupcake schedule allegations. Like, oh God. But I mean, to be fair, I watched the Kings at the second half because Caleb Williams.
Yeah, he went crazy.
He had the greatest touchdown throw I have seen in my entire
You're gonna
life.
have to show me after that.
Oh my God.
Cristo,
it's cinematic. It was probably the greatest throw I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh, please. It was incredible. Yeah, we'll do this after the pod.
We're going to end the pod. We got to watch that clip.
Yes.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Caleb Williams. God bless Chicago.